Very. Very.
I am Ankita Goyal and today I have the pleasure of being an hostess with this day. दोस्तों, आज के इस प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत मैं करना चाहूँगी। सबसे पहले फिर से पुनः मैं स्वागत करना चाहूँगी सूरत के पहले एक ऐसे गारमेंट एक्सपो में जिसका उद्देश्य यहाँ की गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री को कई नए अवसर प्रदान करना है। साथ ही साथ गारमेंट कॉन्क्लेव द्वारा कई ऐसे मुद्दों पर बात करना है जिससे हम इस इंडस्ट्री में आगे बढ़ने की राह मिल सकती है। आप सभी का इस इवेंट के उद्घाटन समारोह में बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। मैं शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगी SGCCI और उनकी पूरी टीम का, जिनकी सोच, प्लानिंग और मेहनत का नतीजा आज इस इवेंट के माध्यम से हम सभी के सामने है। सो अ बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर द एंटायर टीम प्लीज़। मैं अब आप सभी से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि आप राष्ट्रगान के लिए अपने ही स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं।
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
थैंक यू। दोस्तों, कहते हैं कि किसी भी शुभ कार्य को शुरू करने से पहले हमेशा हमें ईश्वर का नाम लेना अनिवार्य होता है। तो आइए इसी खूबसूरत सी परंपरा के साथ हम लाइटिंग ऑफ लैम्प से इस समारोह की शुरुआत करते हैं। आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल द डिग्निटरीज टू काइंडली प्रोसीड टूवर्ड्स द लैम्प। Thank you so much. I request all the dignitaries to please take their respective seats, and I request the President, South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Shri Ramesh Vagasia ji, to kindly give the welcome address.
Good morning, friends. Our chief guest today, Vice President of the Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Srimati Uma Reddy, with a short notice and with a short introduction at the FICCI AGM, I invited her to be there here in Surat with our ladies wing and to initiate some women empowerment activity, and she agreed with me, and with very short notice she is there. I would like to welcome with a warm respect to Mrs. Reddy. Our guest of honor and Joint Secretary, Clothing Manufacturers Association of India, Mr. Naveen Hainani, due to delay of train, he is on the way and coming soon. We would like to welcome him. Regional Chairman of CMI and past President of SGCCI, our Honorable learned mentor and our guide, Honorable Ajoy Bhai Bhattacharya. Arpan Shah, Co-Chairman of Textile Task Force, Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Sir, we would like to welcome you. A warm welcome to here in Surat, this Garment Expo. Our, my colleague friends, immediate past President Himanshu Bhai Bodawala, by Honorable Secretary Nikhil Bhai Madrasi, our Group Chairman of Garment Committee, Bandanaben Bhattacharya, who has initiated all this activity along with Deepak Bhai, etc., our Garment Committee leader Deepak Bhai Sheta, all Exhibition Committee Chairman, who is loading responsibility of organizing all exhibitions during the year, Bijal Bhai Jariwala, our today's speaker Prashant Agrawal, co-founder of JMD of Wazir Advisors, Surinder Jain, Business Director, Wazir Advisors, Sri Naveen Senani, Founder and Chairman of Fritz Gayatri Clothing Company, Mohinder Mahajan, Founder and CEO, PVR Sourcing, Sri Raman Datta, Founder and National General Secretary, the Brands and Sourcing Leaders Association, Ms. Yashi Saxena, Creative Lead and R&D Women's Wear, ICH. Next, Mrs. Ankita Kothari, BDM, Pantone India, my fellow friends, IPP, Honorable Secretary, Treasurer, Group Chairman, and today's MOC, Ankita Goyal, and all our friends invited, members of SGCCI, past President, and all friends from media. Mitro, Roti, Kapda or Makan, it was the slogan earlierly. But now it is the slogan having with which and how the Kapda, Keva hova joiye, how it should be, what fashion should be there to be a leader in the world. And this dimension has been changed from the ancient time. Today, what we are wearing makes some impact and makes it unique. A very good morning to all of you, and a warm welcome to all this August gathering of exports and textile garment sectors of India. I am very happy to announce that this is the second consecutive year that we are organizing the Garment Conclave at our chamber. Friends, India today is the fastest growing large economy of the world. You know, today US dollar 3.7 trillion. India is the fifth largest economy by the end of financial year 2024. That is by March 25, we are expected to be around 4.2 trillion, surpassing Japan as the fourth largest economy in the world. As per the estimates by Chief Economic Advisor of Government of India, we are about to cross $20 trillion by 2047 and would continue to be the third largest economy in the world. This way, India is marching towards being a biggest economy of the world step by step and year by year. At present, the per capita income of India is around $2,700 per annum. We are projecting to reach $10,000 by 2047. Further, our share in global trade is just 2.29% at present. India is projected that it is 10% by 2047. Friends, these are very important figures when we compare the per capita consumption of garments in the developed countries vis-a-vis with the India. In US, per capita garment consumption is 53 pair per annum. The per capita income of US is when $70,000. Second comes United Kingdom, which has a per capita consumption of garment that is 33 pair of garments per annum, when per capita income of UK is $49,400. And third, at the third rank comes China, in which per capita garment consumption is 23 pairs. At their per capita income is 12,300. India at present consumes only around 5 garment pair per capita income at when per capita income is 2,700 per annum only. So India is projected to have per capita income of $10,000 by 2047. Along with the growth in population and growth in disposable income, the per capita garment consumption is expected to rise 5 times at least. Giving by the logic, our garment market size in domestic is expected to rise 5 times than that of today. And if we assume 8% rise in India's share of global trade, our exports of textile and apparels is also expected to be rise by at least 5 times than that of today of $42 billion. India, a land also known as Bharat, is having the oldest presence of textile as commerce. Its history is that of more than 5,000 years. Friends, as India is poised to enter its Amrit Kal, there will be a huge benefits of businessmen who will have a presence today in the garment segment of the textile value chain. We have a range of experts today who has in-depth understanding of India's and world's garment industry will surely make our day as one of the most memorable day in the history of trade and commerce of our region. I am sure that all participants will have a huge takeaway from this segment conclave, and everyone in the textile industry are thinking today to enter the garment industry not only at the Surat, South Gujarat or Gujarat level, but at the international level to play a vital role and enriching the world and global garment industry by producing, by marketing and by selling a qualitative and a quantitative and involvement in the global market of the garment. I hope you all will be benefited. It is the first time in the history of SGCCI and South Gujarat we are organizing this 2 days garment expo here to make our members enable to get what they want, to make them manufacturer of a garment. And this small initiative towards the industry of garment will make, I hope and I am sure that it will make Surat a garment hub in near future, because the endeavors वॉट एवर इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट हैकन और ये जो साहसिकता है हमारे युवा बिजनेसमैनों में कुछ कर दिखाने की, उनका एक एग्जाम्पल एप्पल नाम से हमारे बीच दीपक शेटा बैठा है और ऐसे कई युवाओं जो ये बिजनेस इंडस्ट्री को बना करके, सूरत को हब बना करके पूरे विश्व में फैलाने की ताकत रखता है। ये ताकत विल नॉट कंट्रीब्यूट ओनली टू द सूरत एंड साउथ गुजरात but will contribute to make the India a 5 trillion economy dream set up by our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and a $1 trillion exports by 2027 of our Prime Minister. Thank you very much all.
थैंक यू सो मच सर। आगे बढ़ते हुए इस प्रोग्राम में आए हुए सभी गणमान्य व्यक्ति का हम पुष्प गुच्छ से स्वागत करना चाहेंगे। इस गुच्छ की खास बात यह है कि ये सूरत के कपड़े से ही बनाया गया है और जिसे हम सस्टेनेबिलिटी के आधार पर बाद में भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। सो आई रिक्वेस्ट आवर प्रेसिडेंट रमेश जी टू काइंडली वेलकम आवर चीफ गेस्ट श्रीमती उमा रेड्डी। With a big round of applause, please, everyone. She is a Vice President, Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce and Industry. We are very honored to have you with us, ma'am. And मैम ने विमेन एम्पावरमेंट को लेकर काफ़ी अच्छे कार्य किए हुए हैं एंड वी आर रियली ऑनर्ड टुडे टू हैव सच अ रिनाउंड पर्सनैलिटी अमंगस्ट अस। थैंक यू सो मच मैम। With a big round of applause. This is an honorable moment for SGCCI. Now I request Shri Himanshu Bodawala ji, immediate past President SGCCI, to kindly welcome and present the bouquet to Shri Arpan Shah. Along with, I would like to request Shri Nikhil Madrasi and Shri Kiran Thumar also to join. Kindly present the welcome memento and bouquet to Shri Arpan Shah, Co-Chairman Textile Task Force GCCI and Senior Vice President GGMA. Thank you so much. We are really honored to have your presence here amongst us. Once again, I request our President Ramesh ji to kindly welcome and present the bouquet to Chandrabhan M. Gosavi from Bapu Traders. A big round of applause. Chandrabhan M. Gosavi ji from Bapu Traders. I request all the office bearers of SGCCI to kindly join this honorable moment. I request Bapu Traders as one of the associate sponsors of this great event that is happening today and tomorrow. Thank you so much, Chandrabhan sir. I request Harshad Vekaria and Virang Dholia, again one of our associate sponsors from Go Style West Hood, and I request Ramesh ji to kindly present the bouquet to our associate sponsors. Harshad Vekaria and Virang Dholia, I request a big round of applause for our associate sponsors. I request all the office bearers along with Ramesh sir to kindly present this bouquet to our guests, to our sponsors. Thank you so much. Now I request Bhavesh Patel and Mohit Patel ji from Ultra Denim Lifestyle Private Limited to kindly come up on the stage. Bhavesh Patel and Mohit Patel from Ultra Denim as our associate sponsors of Garment Expo and the Garment Conclave. And I request, okay, and I request Ramesh sir and the members to kindly welcome our associate sponsors. I request Krishna Vakaria from Ziptex A to kindly come up on the stage. We are really honored to have all our associate sponsors amongst us, and I request Krishna Vikaria from Ziptex A. Please have a big round of applause. Thank you so much. It is an honor once again to have you amongst us. I request Dr. Ajoy Bhattacharya and Dr. Vandana Bhattacharya to kindly present the bouquet to one of our eminent speakers of today, Ms. Yashi Saxena, Creative Lead, Research and Design, Women's Wear from ICH Next. A big round of applause for the young and dynamic lady we have amongst us, and also one of the prominent speakers of today's technical session. We are going to learn a lot from her today after this inauguration ceremony on fashion forecasting. Thank you so much, Yashi ji. Now I'd like to request Shri Bijal Zariwala and Shri Deepak Setha to kindly present the bouquet to our another speakers of today, Ms. Ankita Kothari, Business Development Manager, Pantone India. With a big round of applause, please welcome her. And we are very glad that during the technical session from her, we are going to learn about colors and their matching, which is the backbone of any fashion industry. Welcome, Ankita ma'am. A big round of applause. Thank you so much. I request all the dignitaries to please take their respective seats. And once again, I request Shri Ramesh Vagasia ji to address on the topic Presentation of Mission 84. I request Ramesh sir to address the topic Presentation of Mission 84.
Good morning, friends. पहले तो मैं हमारे आईपीपी हिमांशु भाई को बधाई देना चाहता हूं कि आपने जो विचार रखा चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स के प्लेटफॉर्म से कि ये सूरत गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री का हब बनना चाहिए, ऐसी सोच रखी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और बहुत बहुत बधाई। और उनके विचार, हमारे यहाँ चैम्बर में ऐसा होता है मैम कि कोई एक व्यक्ति विचार रखता है तो पूरी चैम्बर उनको पकड़ लेता है और आगे बढ़ाता है। तो वी आर मोर देन 12,000 members and 150 plus associations have been associated with us, having each association having a number of from 500 to 50-60,000 each of association. So thereby we goes to be more than 4-5 lakhs indirect members also. So आज एक पूरा आनंद का महोत्सव है कि एक छोटी लेकिन अच्छी मक्कम शुरुआत गारमेंट के फील्ड में इन सब लोगों ने मिलके की है। ये हिस्ट्री बननी चाहिए क्योंकि सूरत जो शुरुआत करता है वो हिस्ट्री बनता है। हमारे फोस्टा में मोर देन 60-70,000 मेंबर्स है वो आर ट्रेडिंग इन द क्लोथ एंड फैब्रिक्स। किम पिपोद्रा विवर्स एसोसिएशन रसिक भाई है, तो बहुत मात्रा में बहुत मेंबर है। तो जो स्वप्न भारत देख रहा है और जिस तरीके से भारत पूरे विश्व में आज आँखों में आँखें डाल के आगे बढ़ रहा है, आई थिंक देयर इज़ अ यूनिक वे एंड नाउ इट इज़ द टाइम फॉर इंडिया टू बिकम द वर्ल्ड लीडर not only in political and diplomatic way, but in economic way, we need to be far ahead and in the front of the global stage. Therefore, our Honorable Prime Minister has given a new name, New India. And New India means India with updated and technological adaptation way. So thereby, we, by the way of a part of a very small child of India, Surat is also on that way, and welcome all Surat. Welcome all to the land of Surat, who is at the level of high entrepreneurial position. We search some figures in terms of economy of India, Indian economy, where and which way we are marching towards. हमारे भूतकाल में जो स्थिति थी, गरीबी, नॉन डेवलपमेंट एंड एक नेगेटिविटी जो प्रिवेल हो रही थी, वो आज कन्वर्जेंस होके एक रेप्यूटेड एंड वेरी प्रॉस्परस इंडिया की सोच हमारे माइंड में आज आ रही है. तब हम देखें, सर्च करें तो ऐसा लगता है कि इंडिया रैंक्स नंबर 1 इन सॉफ्टवेयर एक्सपोर्ट्स ग्लोबली विद द मार्केट शेयर ऑफ 33%. पूरे भारत में 33% सॉफ्टवेयर सप्लाई करना, इट इज़ नॉट अ स्मॉल थिंग. इट्स एन अचीवमेंट, ग्रेट अचीवमेंट ऑफ यंग IT प्लेयर्स. India ranks number 1 in GDP growth rate worldwide. India ranks number 1 in global remittances. India ranks number 1 in production of milk, cotton, millet, pulses, chickpeas, mango, banana, papaya, cumin, ginger, chili pepper, turmeric across the world. We are number 1 in most arable land across the world. We are number 1 in having a largest number of engineers. पूरे विश्व को हम हमारे अच्छे engineers supply करते हैं, and thereby that countries goes on the development of their economy. We are number 1 in the world's fastest stock exchange. Last year we developed a T+1 system. Thereby we were getting, जिस दिन आप शेयर का ट्रांजेक्शन करो, नेक्स्ट डे आपके अकाउंट में क्रेडिट हो जाता था. आज सेबी सोच रही है, विद इन शॉर्ट टाइम यू विल बी हैप्पी टू लिसन एंड रीड इन द न्यूज़पेपर दैट वी आर एडप्टिंग T+0 system in stock exchange. That means you will get on the same day credit delivery of your stocks and your money. India ranks number 1 in diaspora across the world. We are number 1 in the producing the film, and all knows by placing our Pragyan and Vikram rover on the south pole of moon के पूरा भारत विश्व में प्रथम ऐसा राष्ट्र बना है जो चंद्र के साउथ पोल ऊपर अपना प्रज्ञान रख करके शिव शक्ति स्पॉट पर हम विश्व में नंबर 1 बने हैं, जबकि रशिया ने 4 दिन पहले ये फेल्योर क्रिएट किया. तो ये एक अच्छा अचीवमेंट है कि इंडिया इज़ इन नंबर 1 इन मैनी प्लेसेस. अहमदाबाद का नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम जो वर्ल्ड बिगेस्ट स्टेडियम, ऐसे बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं इन विच वी आर नंबर 1. लाइकवाइज इंडिया रैंक्स नंबर 2 एज द लार्जेस्ट डेमोक्रेसी ऑन द अर्थ. इंडिया रैंक्स नंबर 2 इन द लार्जेस्ट नंबर ऑफ स्मार्टफोन यूजर्स ओनली. इंडिया रैंक्स number 2 in the largest producer of mobile instruments. India ranks number 2 in the having a highest highway network, railway network. एक बार जब अमेरिका और ऑस्ट्रेलिया से गेहूं और चोखा मंगा करके गरीबों को रेशनिंग के जरिए बांटा जाता था, गरीब भारत का पिक्चर था. आज पूरे विश्व में we are the second largest producer of wheat, and we are exporting the wheat and rice to the many countries. This way India ranks number 2 in global production of textile, steel, cement, etc. We are number 2 in the English speaking peoples all over the world. Likewise, India ranks number 3 in startup ecosystem across the world. We are number 3 in automobile production. We are number 3 in production of general pharmaceuticals. We are number 3 in generation of electricity, renewable electricity, etc. This way, we ranks number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 in many things nowadays, and marching towards being at the higher rate. We crossed 771 billion of exports this year and celebrated in the history of Indian economy. And this way, 46% of incremental GDP in 2023 was contributed by this export sector. इतना होने से we became by surpassing the British, United Kingdom, and became the 5th largest economy in the world. And we are now on marching toward the 3rd largest economy very shortly. इतनी आगे नंबर होने के बावजूद भी we ranks number 13 in exports. So some numbers in which we are far behind, we need to focus and address these issues, that how we can made ahead as the first, second or third. This way we need to focus in exports. Having these numbers in front runners in many things, even though we have a only 2.29% share in the global trade. And this way government of India plans to make it 3% by 2027 and 10% by 2047. हमको अभी भी बहुत कुछ करना है और पूरे भारत को करना है. That means every citizen, every businessman has to contribute towards the development of India. जैसे भारत पूरे विश्व में नंबर 1, 2, 3, 4 है, ऐसे गुजरात भी पीछे नहीं है मैडम. और गुजरात is also number 1 in economic freedom across the India. We are number 1 in registering the highest growth agriculture sector across the India, producing the pharmaceuticals. We are number 1 in terms of exports. Last year we have been declared first in India in exports by securing the 30 to 33% of the export share from India. So Gujarat is also doing well in making India. Gujarat number 1 in state of manufacturing output on the basis of GVA creation. We are number 2 in marine fish production also, as we have a 1,600 kilometers of coastal. Gujarat number 1 in terms of dairy outputs and production. You know Amul पीता है इंडिया. ऐसे इंडिया नंबर 1, गुजरात नंबर 1, तो सूरत कैसे पीछे रहेगा? सूरत is always marching towards being a first runner, and thereby Surat is the fastest growing city of the world, not only Gujarat and India. Surat is the GDP growth rate having 11.5% amongst the best of the world of the cities. गुजरात इंडिया का ग्रोथ इंजिन माना जाता है, ऐसे सूरत गुजरात का ग्रोथ इंजिन माना जाता है. ऐसे इंडिया's total diamond and gems ज्वेलरी एक्सपोर्ट accounts to 3 lakh crore. Out of that, 142 lakhs crore are from Surat. Country's biggest textile industry is having been in Surat. Surat producing more than 5 crore meter cloth in a single day in India. Every day, 5 crore meter of cloth fabrics. 60% of the nation's man-made fabrics are from Surat. Over 7.15 lakhs looms consuming 2,900 tons yarn per day. And we have declared a number of times second cleanest city of India, and thereby Surat is also marching towards being a rich city of India. And by the opening of Surat Diamond Bourse by a worthy hand of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Surat has got Surat Diamond Bourse, which is the biggest commercial complex in the world, surpassing the NASA premises. We got international trade, what we have lacking behind, and now it has been sold, and hope that it will be facilitated more flights. Thereby the Surat business and industry will be connected shortly with the international city. Thereby we have a huge exports projects, parks in many products. We are exporting our products, and we have a large projects like a PM Itra Park, Surat Diamond Bourse, textile parks, gems and jewelry parks, etc. Thereby India number 1, Gujarat number 1, Surat number 1, and now what? SGCCI, I mean the Southern Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry could be as the first in the India, so as the Chamber of Commerce can do better in the different way. SGCCI is the oldest apex body in Gujarat, has been performing a marvelous role in the development and betterment of the business and industry since 1940. We have been established before independence of India in 1940, and we recall the history of SGCCI. Diwan Bahadur Bhupatrai Shastri, one of the person in Surat who has established this chamber, was known as a Surat Chamber of Commerce earlier. Now it became a huge tree, and we have completed 83rd year of our establishment, and now entered at the 84th year of establishment on 21st October 23 last. In order to celebrate this 84th year of establishment day, 84th means 84 Hindi में. तो 84 means in Surat we have a tehsil taluka by name of 84. No taluka in India is there by a number other than the name. तो why 84 is there? तो 84 नंबर वहाँ से आया है जो सूरत के बंदर ऊपर 15, 16, 17 सेंचुरी में 84 कंट्रीज और पोर्ट्स के फ्लैग होस्ट हुआ करते थे, और इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड वॉज देयर इन ह्यूज क्वांटम एट दैट टाइम. So that spirit was there even in lacking of the latest technology and communication system. The spirit was there in the blood of in Surti Gujarati people. So that spirit that we need to revive again, and in order to celebrate this 84th establishment day of SGCCI with an objective to reconnect and re-establish the history of Surat being the global destination of international trade, furthering the exports of goods and services from India. वो आज जितना हो रहा है उससे ज़्यादा भी हिस्ट्री में हो रहा था. Commemorating this 84th year of establishment of SGCCI, the history of Surat being a port of holding the 84 nations ports flags during 15 to 17th century, re-establishing connect with 84 nations again. We have identified 84 nations now on the base of GDP and friendship relation with India. 84 nations now to have a deal to have an international trade with that country. Establishing connect with 84 nations of the world of international trade, SGCCI has envisioned a gala project, none other than the SGCCI Global Connect Mission 84. This mission directs every businessman and industry towards, for the purpose we are creating an online international platform. आज टेक्नोलॉजी हमारे पीसी में है, हमारे फ़ोन में है, that needs to be utilized. वो टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज़ करके we have created online international platform and providing opportunities to all stakeholders, and now started onboarding 84,000 young, smart, talented entrepreneurs on that platform to those who would like to have export and already in the exports. जो एक्सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं उनको भी ट्रेन करके एजुकेट करके वी आर ऑनबोर्डिंग ऑन दिस ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म, एंड टू हैव अ बिजनेस विद दिस 84,000 फ्रॉम इंडिया. To connect this 84,000, we have started onboarding 84,000 businessmen from 84 foreign countries. So 84 from India and 84,000 from 84 countries abroad India. And to help them this layer of entrepreneurship, we have started onboarding 84 Chamber of Commerce from India and that of 84 Chamber of Commerce from 84 countries. Chamber's role is to help guide and organize various exhibitions, seminar, conferences, etc. to help the members of the chamber. The all chamber will be able to join their members here on this platform and to have a benefit of having exports from India. At the third layer, every Indian Consulate General in 84 countries and Consulate General representative from 84 countries to India. Both these consulates' role is to guide and to promote their country's trade at the international level, and thereby they will be able to what they would like to import and what they can export. This way, the consulate general also will help the entrepreneurs to make the international trade possible. This way, entire organization will be helped and guided by the Indian scholars performing at international economic organization like International Monetary Fund, UNO, BRICS, Quad, G20, World Trade Organization, World Health Organization, etc. Thereby, this person is the person who guide a country as a client, as their client, and thereby they will guide this organization how to make it possible in the benefit of each country. And all this by coming together 84,000 from India and 84,000 from 84 countries will make and sign an MOU worth rupees 84,000 crores of rupees, that means of $10 billion of international trade. And by making this MOU, having an international trade which will contribute to achieving the goal set by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi of $5 trillion economy by 27 and $1 trillion of exports by 2027. ये गोल मोदी साहब एज ए प्राइम मिनिस्टर रखते हैं, लेकिन काम करना तो बिजनेस इंडस्ट्री का काम है. तो वी ऑल कलेक्टिवली विल मेक दिस पॉसिबल, द ड्रीम ऑफ आवर ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर. This program will generate more than 84,000 new employments. एक exporters at least एक new employment create करेगा. However, it will make many more creations of employment. But एक exporter एक employment create करेगा. It will make 84,000 new employment, and the farmers who are not able to get their prices of their produces of farming will be able, by exporting their products from India to abroad, will be able to export from their own name, own, and thereby we have made a system to make them aware, to educate them, and providing a practical training to export their own product from their own name, and which will accelerate the process of making India an economic power. आजकल पूरे विश्व में अगर भारत को स्वाभिमान के साथ रहना हो और सम्मान के साथ जीना हो, तो इकोनॉमिकली पावरफुल होने बगैर ये पॉसिबल किसी भी हालत में नहीं है. तो अमेरिका, चाइना एंड रशिया, इन विच वे दे आर बिहेविंग विद द अदर कंट्रीज, इंडिया नीड टू बी इकोनॉमिकली स्ट्रॉन्गर टू मेक देयर बॉर्डर्स सेफ एंड सिक्योर. And this program will reduce the dependence and dominance of China in Indian economy, in which way we are importing from China in huge quantum. We need to reduce it and make India an economic powerful, have an option from Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and or otherwise to import from the friends countries other than China. तो ये सब जो स्टोरी है, हमने जो विजन जोया है, विजन देखा है, उसी को सार्थक करने के लिए वेरी फ्रॉम 2 जुलाई ऑफ 2023 वी हैव स्टार्टेड कॉलिंग फॉरेन मिशंस हियर इन इंडिया एट आवर प्लेटफॉर्म, एट आवर लैंड, एंड गेटिंग द यंग पीपल 1-to-1 मीटिंग विद them like Sri Lanka, Vietnam, UK, Ethiopia, Ghana, Thailand, Tanzania, USA, Angola, many countries, and step by step they are going to get rid of that. To accomplish this, we will need the support and active participation all of members of SGCCI, business and industry, state and central government, and other stakeholders like you also. We are going to have an MOU with a different chamber of commerce from India. So we request your good self to be a non-obligatory in financial terms, but in cooperation base to exchange the data and information to our members to have an MOU, and then to make the facilities for your members to be a part of that and have opportunities for business. For this, we have got support from Gujarat State and SOCM, CCCI, and many more organizations, Chamber of Commerce and Business Association. Thereby, I would request you to be a part of that and make India an economic power. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for throwing great light on the Mission 84. Now I request Dr. Bandana Bhattacharya, Group Chairperson, Garment Committee, SGCCI, to please tell us something about the conclave. Welcome, Dr. Bandana Bhattacharya, a lady who has started the concept of garment in Surat and 25 years of hard work. Today she is here amongst us. A big round of applause for Dr. Bandana Bhattacharya.
Dignitaries on the dais, our always committed President, Shri Ramesh Bhai Vagasia, Srimati Uma Reddy, Vice President, Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Shri Arpan Shah Ji, Co-Chairman, Textile Task Force GCCI and Senior Vice President of the Gujarat Garment Manufacturers Association, Shri Nikhil Bhai Madrasi, Honorary Secretary, SGCCI, Shri Himanshu Bhai Bodawala, IPP, Immediate Past President of SGCCI, Bijal Jariwala, Chairman of Exhibitions of SGCCI, and Shri Deepak Shetaji, brand owner and founder of brand Apple, and Shri Girdhar Gopal Mundra ji, owner of brand Madhusudan, and also group chairman at the chamber. आज सच में बहुत ही खुशी का दिन है हमारे लिए। SGCCI ने बहुत बड़ा सपना देखा है। टेक्सटाइल, डायमंड, केमिकल्स, एक्वा, ये सब इंडस्ट्रीज़ तो अभी सालों से सूरत में चल रही हैं, पर फ्यूचरिस्टिक इंडस्ट्री क्या है? टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री इज़ रीचिंग अ लेवल ऑफ सैचुरेशन। अब हमें आगे चल के कुछ करना है, एंड फॉर दैट आवर ओनली होप इज़ द गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री इन सूरत। आज सूरत से बने कपड़े, दैट which is 65% of the synthetic textiles which India manufactures is getting manufactured in Surat. और पूरा भारतवर्ष, अब तो विश्व से भी बहुत सारे देश सूरत से कपड़े लेके जा रहे हैं और वो गारमेंट बना रहे हैं, तो हम क्यों नहीं बना सकते? Why can't we make those garments? तो उस एक पहल हमने पिछले साल शुरू किया। हिमांशु भाई तब प्रेसिडेंट थे, हमने गारमेंट कॉन्क्लेव किया, बहुत बड़ा कॉन्क्लेव रहा। उस वक्त भी हमने बहुत बड़े बड़े स्पीकर्स बुलाए थे फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर इंडिया टू एजुकेट द पीपल इन द फील्ड ऑफ गारमेंटिंग। और मैं आपको आज बताऊं कि आपको लगेगा कि ये कितना छोटा सा एक एग्ज़िबिशन है और हम इतनी बड़ी चीज़ गारमेंट के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, पर मैं आपको बताऊं कि ये जो एग्ज़िबिशन हम आज कर रहे हैं, हम ये एग्ज़िबिशन ये डिस्प्ले करने के लिए नहीं कर रहे हैं कि गारमेंट कौन कौन बनाते हैं सूरत में और हम उनके गारमेंट्स को लाके यहाँ पे डिस्प्ले कर दें, फिर तो हम 100-150 स्टॉल बहुत आसानी से कर लेते। हमारा पर्पस वो नहीं है। हमारा दिस एग्ज़िबिशन इज़ एन एग्ज़िबिशन विद अ डिफरेंस। हमारा पर्पस ये था कि जो लोग गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री में जाना चाहते हैं, खुद की गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री डालना चाहते हैं, उनको कौन सी चीज़ों की ज़रूरत है, व्हाट आर द थिंग्स डू दे रिक्वायर, उन चीज़ों को हमने ढूंढ के सूरत में और सूरत के नज़दीक से उनकी स्टॉल्स हमने लगाई है कि जिसको भी गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री डालना है वो यदि इस एग्ज़िबिशन की एक चक्कर ले ले तो उनको सब कुछ मशीनरी, लेबल्स, ट्रिम्स, जिप्स, थ्रेड्स, बटन्स, एवरीथिंग, सभी चीज़ की जानकारी और सभी चीज़ कहाँ मिलता है उनको नॉलेज मिलेगा। द पर्पस ऑफ दैट एग्ज़िबिशन इज़ दिस, इसीलिए हमने उसी हिसाब से स्टॉल्स रखे हैं और आप इन स्टॉल्स में घूमेंगे तो आप देखेंगे कि कलर मैचिंग करने वाले लोग जो आपको गाइड कर सकते हैं कि कैसे कर सकते हैं वो कलर मैचिंग, ऐसे लोग भी हमारे साथ इस एग्ज़िबिशन में स्टॉल रखे हैं। और प्लीज़ आप लोग जब हमारा ये फर्स्ट सेशन इनॉग्रल और फर्स्ट सेशन ख़त्म होगा, व्हेन यू ब्रेक फॉर लंच, प्लीज़ टेक सम टाइम एंड गो अराउंड द स्टॉल्स एंड सी इट इज़ जस्ट नॉट एन एग्ज़िबिशन वेयरइन हमने कुछ भी स्टॉल्स रख दिए हैं इन द नेम ऑफ गारमेंट्स। मैं आज वेलकम नवीन भाई। श्री नवीन साइनानी जी इज़ द जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी ऑफ CMAI and the chairman of the 4th Fab show of CMAI. Welcome, sir. He had problems with the train and finally took a cab. I mean, he drove down all the way from Mumbai. Sir, once again, a very warm welcome to you. मैं ऐसे ही बात करना चाहती हूँ कि कुछ लोग बहुत ज़्यादा एंथुजियास्टिक हैं कि सूरत को एक गारमेंट हब बनाना है। हमारे प्रेसिडेंट भी हमारे पीछे लगे हुए हैं। हम जितनी बार उनको इन चीज़ों के बारे में कहते हैं वो हमें ऑलवेज़ कहते हैं कि आप आगे बढ़ो, मैं आप लोगों के पीछे हूँ। I will give you whatever you require, and believe me, in doing this program also, he gave us a complete free hand to work. जस्ट आपने जैसे देखा कि नवीन भाई किस तरह से आए हैं। कल रात को शायद 11 बजे तक उनकी टिकट कंफर्म नहीं हुई थी। कोई नॉर्मल व्यक्ति कह देता कि मैं नहीं आ सकता, सॉरी मैं नहीं आऊँगा, पर उन्होंने ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया। उन्होंने कहा आई विल टेक अ कार एंड आई विल कम इन द मॉर्निंग, एंड ही इज़ मेड टाइम टू रीच ऑन टाइम फॉर द प्रोग्राम। मैं उमा मैडम के बारे में खास कहना चाहूँगी। नारी शक्ति का प्रतीक क्या होता है? मंडे आफ्टरनून आई कॉल्ड हर अप फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम एंड आई सेड कि मैम हमारे एग्जीबिशन का ये पर्पस है, हम चाहते हैं कि अच्छे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स आए और हमारे लोगों से बात करें, उनको मोटिवेट करें दैट दिस इंडस्ट्री हैज़ टू गो फॉरवर्ड। यू नो द चैलेंजेस, तो आप ज़रूर आइएगा। मैंने कहा आपको मंडे आफ्टरनून मैंने उनसे बात की, ट्यूसडे पूरी रात उन्होंने जर्नी की है और वेडनेसडे सुबह आज वो मंच पे हैं यहाँ। तो लोगों की जो कमिटमेंट होती है, दिस इज़ कमिटमेंट। मैं मेरे पूरे टीम के बारे में बात करना चाहूँगी। आई हैव एन एक्सेलेंट टीम। द टीम which is headed by our exhibition chairman Bijal Jariwala, Deepak Shetha ji, who is the chairman of the garment committee, Anupam Goyal ji, who is the chairman of the fashion designing committee, Mansi Virani, who is the chairman of the handloom handicraft committee. थोड़े लोगों का नाम लेना अनिवार्य है क्योंकि इस पूरे कॉन्सेप्ट को समझना, इसमें काम करना, बहुत लोगों ने इस पे काम किया है। थॉमस भाई जो who's the in charge of all the exhibitions, वीरल मेहता जी, चिराग, भावना, सलोनी, अंकिता, ध्रुव, शहबाज, देवेश भाई, and all the boys who work in the chamber. I must say a big thank you to all of you. आप लोग नहीं होते तो ये एग्जीबिशन नहीं होता, ये कॉन्क्लेव हम नहीं कर पाते। दर्शक भाई, I cannot forget his name, बहुत दौड़े हैं वो। धरा, मुकेश सुनेजा जी, कीर्ति कोटडिया, अंकिता, मनोज गौतम, अंकिता गोयल, बिनी रेशमवाला। सो टू मेंशन अ फ्यू, यदि किसी का नाम रह जा रहा है, मैं यहाँ बैठ के नाम लिख रही थी, तो इन केस आई फॉरगॉटन एनीबडीज नेम, please pardon me for that. You are in the heart for all the hard work that you have done with me. I would like to thank all the associate sponsors जो देखिए जब एक ब्रांड डेवलप हो जाता है उसके लिए स्पॉन्सरशिप देना बहुत आसान होता है. चेंबर डज अ लॉट ऑफ वेरी बिग एग्जीबिशंस. वी डू उद्योग एंड सीटेक्स एंड वीवनेट एंड वॉट नॉट. बट ऐसा एक एग्जीबिशन करना जिसका कोई अभी तक अस्तित्व ही नहीं है, पर लोग सामने आए जिन्होंने कहा कि नहीं, वी आर विथ यू एंड वी आर विलिंग टू गिव दैट स्पॉन्सरशिप. अभी प्रमुख श्री ने उनका सम्मान किया मंच पर, तो मैं उनसे भी धन्यवाद कहना चाहती हूँ. आप लोगों की सपोर्ट के कारण ही हम आज ये कार्यक्रम पूरा कर सकें. And I would really request all of you that please keep giving us that support. We need that support from you. और एक ही छोटी सी शायरी बोल के मैं मेरे वक्तव्य को पूरा करूँगी. कौन कहता है कामयाबी किस्मत तय करती है? कौन कहता है कामयाबी किस्मत तय करती है? इरादों में दम हो तो हर मंजिल मिल सकती है. धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for telling us so beautifully about this conclave and all these motivation words. Now would like to call Shri Arpan Shah, our guest of honor and the co-chairman, Textile Task Force, GCCI, and Senior Vice President, Gujarat Garment Manufacturing Association, on stage and to address the audience.
SGCCI के प्रेसिडेंट श्री रमेश जी और इतनी लंबी मुसाफिरी करके हमारे बीच यहाँ पर पधारे हुए श्रीमती उमा जी, मंच पर उपस्थित सभी महानुभाव, आप सब ने आज इस इवेंट में हमें मौका दिया, इसके लिए सबसे पहले तो आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. श्री अजय जी ने खास मुझे फ़ोन किया था कि आप कोशिश कीजिए अगर पॉसिबल है तो अगर आ सकते हैं, क्योंकि मैं ये संडे भी सूरत में ही था और 2 दिन में मुझे वापस यहाँ आना पड़ा. मगर आपने जिस तरह से इनविटेशन हमें दिया, हमें लगा कि सही में कुछ नया होने जा रहा है. और रमेश जी ने जिस तरह से अभी सारी प्रेजेंटेशन दी, 84 मिशन 84, देखिए कोई भी चीज़ को सक्सेस करने के लिए कहीं से शुरुआत ज़रूर होती है, और शुरुआत अगर बहुत धमाकेदार हुई तो समझ लीजिए कि ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो मिशन 100% सक्सेस जाएगा. पर शुरुआत अगर होती है आप सब जैसे लोगों के सपोर्ट से, और जिस तरह से उन्होंने सूरत को आगे लाने के लिए जिस तरह से पूरा मिशन बनाया है, मैं गर्व से कहता हूं कि जिस तरह से सूरत आगे बढ़ेगा, मुझे गर्व है कि मेरा गुजरात आगे बढ़ेगा, मेरा हिंदुस्तान आगे बढ़ेगा. क्योंकि हर प्रदेश को, हर सिटी को इसी तरह अगर हम आगे बढ़ते देखेंगे तो ही हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का जो मिशन है $5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी का, वो वैसे ही सक्सेस नहीं हो सकता. हम सब की भागीदारी होना ज़रूरी है. मैं आपको बहुत छोटे उदाहरण से बात करता हूं कि आई एम सीनियर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द गुजरात गारमेंट मैन्युफैक्चर एसोसिएशन, और मुझे आज गारमेंट की ही इस इवेंट में बुलाया गया है. 1990 में GGMA जब स्टार्ट हुआ सर, तब वो भी इसी तरह 25, 30, 40 व्यापारियों के साथ होटल में एग्जीबिशन लगाते थे. तब तो उस टाइम पे हमारे पास इस तरह के एग्जीबिशन एरिया नहीं थे, तो हम होटल के रूम्स में एग्जीबिशन लगाते थे, और वहाँ से एक शुरुआत हुई. कभी हो सकता था कि कुछ वर्ष ऐसे भी आए हो जब हम ना कर सके, फिर से हमने शुरुआत की, तो वापस फिर से 62 व्यापारियों के साथ, 62 व्यापारियों के साथ फिर से एक बार शुरुआत हुई, और आज GGMA का जो एग्जीबिशन होता है अहमदाबाद में, हम गुजरात को प्राउडली ये कह सकते हैं कि भाई गुजरात में 350 से 400 मैन्युफैक्चरर गारमेंट के जो टॉप ब्रांड्स हैं आज, जो आगे बढ़ने चाहते हैं, वैसे यंगस्टर भी, स्टार्टअप्स भी, वो सभी लोग उसमें जुड़ते हैं। और एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म हम प्रोवाइड करते हैं कि जिसमें लोग अपने गारमेंट, फैशन इंडस्ट्री है ये, देखिए एक कोट है कि टेक्सटाइल में इतना कपड़ा बनता है, अगर फैशन इंडस्ट्री ना हो तो सर ये कपड़ा इतनी फास्ट कंज्यूम भी नहीं हो सकता था। ये फैशन इंडस्ट्री के कारण ही पॉसिबल हुआ है, क्योंकि हम अपना वार्डरोब बार बार चेंज करते हैं। मैं फैशन इंडस्ट्री के बारे में, कलर्स के बारे में ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूँगा, क्योंकि यहाँ उनके एक्सपर्ट्स यहाँ आज आए हुए हैं और वो हमें काफ़ी कुछ बताने वाले हैं। बहुत चीज़ों में हम नंबर 1 हो चुके हैं, बहुत प्रोडक्ट हमारे नंबर 1 हो चुके हैं। हम कई जगह हम नंबर 2 पे है, कई जगह हम नंबर 3 पे भी है, पर जो गैप है बड़ा सा वो गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री में है, जहाँ पर हमारी बहुत बड़ी ताकत होने के बावजूद भी हम कुछ लेवल तक नहीं पहुँच पाए हैं। ये सब लोगों की मेहनत से ऐसे लीडर्स जो आज मंच पे बैठे हैं, अगर ये सभी लोग जुड़ के एक मेहनत करते हैं, एक मिशन के साथ आगे बढ़ते हैं, तो मुमकिन कुछ भी नहीं है। ऐसा हो नहीं सकता कि हम कुछ ना कर पाए। हम अगर चांद पे पहुंच सकते हैं तो गारमेंट तो क्या चीज़ है सर। तो बहुत अच्छा ये मिशन 84 मैंने जो सुना, उनसे पहले भी एक बार मैं थोड़ा बहुत उनसे पहली मुलाकात में मैं सुना था, पर आज बहुत डिटेल में आपसे ये सुनने से बहुत खुशी हुई है कि सूरत इस तरह से आगे बढ़ रहा है। हम गुजरात चैम्बर के अंदर भी सर एक लास्ट 2 साल से हम लीडरशिप कॉन्क्लेव करते हैं, टेक्सटाइल लीडरशिप कॉन्क्लेव, और उसके बाद हमने एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट शुरू किया, आइडिया कॉन्क्लेव, कि जिसमें हम इंडस्ट्री में कहाँ पर सेविंग कर सकते हैं। अगर किसी ने की है वो अपने आइडिया शेयर करते हैं, दूसरे व्यापारी है, दूसरे मैन्युफैक्चरर्स है, वो लोग उसको फॉलो करते हैं, तो उन सबको फ़ायदा होता है। एक दूसरे के साथ संवाद करने से पूरी इंडस्ट्री आगे बढ़ती है। अगर सूरत में एक मिल होती तो इतने सारे लोग सूरत में नहीं आते। आज सूरत में लाखों मीटर, हज़ारों मीटर कपड़ा बनता है, तो दुनिया भर से लोग आते हैं। तो साथ में मिलके आगे बढ़ेंगे तो सब आगे नहीं आएंगे, अकेले कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने हमें आज यहाँ मौका दिया। ये शुरुआत बहुत आगे जाए, मेरी सभी से ऐसी गुजारिश है कि आप अपने एक लेवल से ज़्यादा की थोड़ी मेहनत करें और हमेशा आगे जा सकते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you so much, Arpan ji, for your kind words. Our guest of honor, Shri Naveen Senani, is amongst us, so I would like to welcome him with a big round of applause. And I request Ramesh ji and Himanshu ji to kindly welcome and felicitate him with a bouquet. Shri Naveen Senani ji, Joint Secretary, the Clothing Manufacturers Association of India, and our guest of honor for this event. Thank you so much and warm welcome. Now I request Naveen Senani ji to address the audience with the kind words.
रमेश भाई, हिमांशु भाई, अजय जी, दीपक जी एंड अदर रिस्पेक्टेड गेस्ट्स, मैं CMI को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे। बेसिकली मेरा करीब 35 इयर्स का गारमेंट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का एक्सपीरियंस है, और जो हमारी बातचीत होती थी रमेश भाई के साथ, अजय भाई के साथ, तो वो कहते थे कि भाई आज CMI कैसे अपना जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो एक हैंड होल्डिंग करे विथ मैन्युफैक्चरर्स, अपकमिंग मैन्युफैक्चरर्स ऑफ सूरत गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री। हमने ये सोचा कि किस तरह से एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड वे में एक जो गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री है सूरत के अंदर उसे डेवलप किया जाए, क्योंकि अभी जो हम नॉर्मल देख रहे हैं कि जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हो रही है जैसे बॉम्बे जैसे शहर में हो रही है, वो आज से 30 से 35 साल पुराना जो टेक्नोलॉजी है, सिस्टम्स है, उसके हिसाब से छोटे छोटे गालों के अंदर जॉब वर्किंग के कॉन्सेप्ट के अंदर पूरी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होती है। लेकिन आज ज़माना चेंज हो गया है और आज हम बात करते हैं बांग्लादेश की बड़ी बड़ी फैक्ट्रियों की, कंप्लायंस की, SOPs की, सिस्टम्स की। तो वो कैसे हम उस चीज़ को इधर लाएं कि जो यहाँ पे सूरत के लोग यहाँ पे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में आए वो आज के ज़माने के हिसाब से आएँ, और उसको कैसे हम उनको एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्रोग्राम्स करें, उनको कंप्लायंस के बारे में नॉलेज दें। तो आज जैसे क्लस्टर्स बनाने का ज़माना है, तो क्लस्टर्स का क्या एडवांटेज है और क्लस्टर्स का क्या डिसएडवांटेज है, और उसको कैसे हम जो डिसएडवांटेजेस को एडवांटेजेस में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। तो इसके बारे में हम एक कोर ग्रुप बनाएंगे और अचीवर्स क्लब भी बनाएंगे, और उसके हिसाब से हम कुछ बच्चों को और एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को एक साथ लेके हम उनको ट्रेन करके उनको हेल्प करेंगे प्रॉपर अच्छी फैक्ट्री लगाने के लिए। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Naveen ji. Now I request our chief guest of this event, Srimati Uma Reddy ji, Vice President, Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce and Industry, to share few words with the audience. We are very honored once again to have you on stage, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to the President Shri Ramesh Vagasya ji, who is the President of SGCCI, for having invited me for this amazing event today of the Garment Conclave, and of course your Mission 84, and congratulations to that. Shri Dr. Bandana Bhattacharya, who was the person who actually got in touch with me just day before yesterday. I can't believe that I'm here today for myself. Shri Arpan Shah ji, Co-Chairman of the Textile Task Force GCCI, Senior Vice President GGMA. Shri Naveen Sainani, Joint Secretary, the Clothing Manufacturers Association, who just managed to come in, driving all the way from Mumbai. Shri Nikhil Madrasi, the Honorable Secretary of SGCCI, whom I just met. Shri Himanshu Bhodawala, the immediate past President of SGCCI. Mr. Deepak, Mr. Ajay, and Mr. Mukesh, who brought me from the airport to this venue. Lots and lots of entrepreneurs here, industrialists, leading lights of the industry, lots of students whom I saw walked in this morning. To all here, namaste, good morning. It's indeed a pleasure that I'm here this morning because, you know, you have this image of Surat, and it was definitely there on my bucket list that I have to visit someday. And it was just that opportune time, I think, when Dr. Bandana called me on Christmas morning. It was with family at home, and she said, we're having this event, I'd like you to join us. And I immediately said yes, because it was there that I needed to come, and I wanted to come, and I met Mr. Ramesh ji recently at the FICCI meeting at Delhi, and I said sure. And then we started working out, and indeed I'm glad, because just driving from the airport to the venue, it's amazing to see the infrastructure, the growth of the city, and the way it encompasses, I think, the city of garments. Because in Bangalore, where I come from, we all talk about fabric, it's from Surat. Designs, we talk about Surat. Anything, you know, generally Surat that, you know, when we discuss garments. And I think in every woman's wardrobe, we discuss garments at some point of the day. And it's amazing to see this expo here and the kind of organization the SGCCI has and the platform that it provides to both startups and successful entrepreneurs. So a big round of applause to SGCCI for organizing this great event. Personally, I don't come from the garment industry. I run a business. I manufacture transformers for electronic and industrial application. So when Dr. Bandana called me, invited me for this, and I said, Doc, I have no idea about what the garment industry does, except for the fact that I appreciate garments and fabrics, but I have no idea. But I also believe that the business that I come from, and I've been 39 years, I started my business when I was in my final year of engineering, and I run a business I started it in the 80s when I don't think we had I don't think there was a business environment in the country. We were a very closed economy, and at that point of time, I made my forays into manufacturing, and those days it was printed circuit board designing, and thereafter I went into manufacturing of transformers. And we've seen the way technology has played an immense role in terms of, a changing environment from analog to digital, and now we are in the futuristic of AI and machine learning and everything that is needed for industry go. When I was thinking of that, and I said, technology has no barriers, right? It pervades all sectors, be it electronics, be it automobile, be it garments, be it food processing. And I thought in that thought process, I said, let me share a few thoughts about what we as entrepreneurs can do. It doesn't matter what kind of sectors and business that we are in, but let's talk about it. So I'll share a quick story about so I've been part of many associations, and one of the associations that I've been and was for about 18 years in the 90s was an organization called AWAKE, the Association of Women Entrepreneurs of Karnataka. And wearing that women entrepreneur hat, we are always guzzling or juggling between our many activities. So I was heading this organization, and we were doing a lot of training programs for women entrepreneurship development. So I thought I'll share a quick story about this lady called Drakshayani Lokapur. She was from a backward district of North Karnataka, and we from AWAKE, and like any organization which provides platforms and does a lot of training programs, we also went from Bangalore to North Karnataka in a district called Bijapur, Bagalkot. It was an undivided district at that point of time. Right now, they're two different districts. And we went there to do training programs for women entrepreneurs to train them on skill sets on how to set up a business. And in the 90s, there was a lot of need for women entrepreneurship development. And when we went to do a training program, and we said we want to enroll women to come for this training program, many women would not come for the program, saying that this is not a women's world, right? So many men would come, but not women. And they said, no, we don't send women out of our homes for such training programs. And we had to convince that we're a women's organization. We'll ensure that they come back. Anyway, we did get some participants. And during one of those training programs, we actually used to give, and this is in 90s when even 100 rupees was still very important. We gave them 100 rupees, and over the weekend we said, do something with this money. This was after about 2-3 days of session. It was a 2-week training program. And we said, do something with it and come back on Monday morning and share with us what you did with this training. What did you learn from this program? And most women came back saying, no, our parents did not allow us to go out. We can't go to the market. Whereas there was this one smart lady who on a Friday evening went around, sold bangles. And she said, in any house, a lady with bangles comes on a Friday, it's auspicious, and they bought, and she did some business. There was another lady by name Drakshayani who knew how to do tailoring. She had a sewing machine. Her neighbor was asking her to do some night dress for her. So she said, she went to the market, bought some fabric, stitched a night dress and gave it to that lady. Came back on Monday morning and she said, I earned some 75 rupees out of, stitching that night dress. And we were very happy because very glad that actually there was one entrepreneur who actually made some business out of it. And she said, ma'am, I've never done that. And we came back to Bangalore after our, the trainer was conducting a training program. We came back to Bangalore. And then there was an exhibition that was happening in Bangalore, a fabric exhibition, as you can say. So we had this new find of Drakshani. We called her up and we said, you know how to stitch. Why don't you bring some clothes and get some saris? And Bijapur is very well known for ilkal saris. It's a traditional sari. And we told her, why don't you bring some ilkal saris and sell? And we just wanted to promote entrepreneurship. That was our key thought. So she came with great difficulty. We had to convince her husband that she had to get into a bus to come to Bangalore. She came, we received her, and she participated in the exhibition, and she went back. And a few months later, we had in Bangalore a program or an exhibition called Vastra Barna. And to date, we have this Vastra Barna, which is an annual flagship event that happens, where they showcase traditional saris across the country. And she was our new find Drakshani, and we invited her to come for this trade fair. She had an experience, so she agreed and she came. And she did something different. This was in 97 when she came. And she came with some saris with some handwork called Kasuti. And in Karnataka, Kasuti handwork is very well known. Now, of course, it is machine. But those days, it was definitely handiwork. She brought 5 saris with this handwork done because it was a traditional art. Her family members knew it. She got it done and she sold these 5 saris. She went back with a profit of 10,000 rupees. And that was a beginning for her career. She was a government employee's wife, had no idea. And to cut the story short, I will say that Drakshani Lokapur employs 300 women, learned spoken English and started participating in Pragati Maidan for the India International Trade Fair and takes a truckload of saris. Of course, right now there are also machine designs and different kinds of designs. But she grew with the times and grew her business. So I'm sure that there are many, many, many such stories that have happened in each one of our lives. If Drakshani could do it, I'm sure there are many, many startups and many potential entrepreneurs who are here today who have that fire in the belly. Drakshani knew no English. She was from local. She never got into a bus and out of her little town. But it was just that seed of passion, of perseverance to make it a success that she learned and she made a success of business. I'm sure there are many such women who have made successful and there are many, many such men who have grown in their businesses and we've seen, and I think each one of us have contributed to the economy in that way. If passion and perseverance is one such trait in a business, there is another important trait, and I'm sure there are many traits that is required for an entrepreneur. You talk about mission, visioning for the organization, planning, resource building, being quality conscious, being time conscious. There are many such traits that we are needed, but I personally believe that another important area that we all need to be in, and I think the President also talked about is networking. Networking plays such an important role to be part of networks, and we find that, whether it is CMAI or, SGCCI or FKCCI or any such organization, it's very important that each one of us are part of networks and to build that networks for our business growth. There's a lot of learning. Having come here, it has been a great opportunity to learn, and I'm sure between us, we can learn so much more. Business is just not business alone. There's a lot of compliance. There are a lot of restrictions on pollution control board activities. There's a lot of learning on subsidies. And there are a lot of business opportunities in terms of schemes that we need to avail. Take it from the Ministry of MSME, Government of India, I'm sure, and also your state government. There are so many schemes that we can participate in especially in the case of participating in international trade fairs. And I think we from FKCCI and from all the many women entrepreneur associations, we've led a large number of groups and of entrepreneurs and industrialists to participate in trade fairs across the globe. Be it the We Connect International, be it of course, since I come from the electronics, it's generally for the trade fairs that happen, Productronica and Electronica that happens in Germany. And especially for women entrepreneurs, there are great schemes. Government subsidizes 95% of your travel costs, and if you all are already utilizing it, I think these are great opportunities and exposure visits and study visits that happen. One additional point that I needed to also share, that it's fine that we as women entrepreneurs tend to do a lot of business between us and women, but I think at the end of the day, business is B2B. Doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, it's the products and services that have to speak for itself. And we all need to be part of mainstream business, so it's also very important that most of us as women also need to be part of the mainstream chambers of commerce. And I will have to talk a little bit about my own organization, which I stand for, which is the Federation of the Karnataka Chamber of Commerce. And one parallel I draw from in regard to SGCCI is that we also were founded pre-independence in 1916. It was started by Sir M. Vishwesvaraya, and we have completed our 100 years of FKCCI. And I'm honored and privileged to be the first woman vice president of FKCCI after 108 years. So FKCCI also does many such programs. We have our own annual flagship events. We have the Export Excellence Awards. We have Innovation Awards. We have our Founders Day, Sir M. Vishwesvaraya's birth date, where we celebrate and recognize an industrialist, and of course largely focusing on policy and our interactions with government. But I just want to quickly draw the SGCCI attention to an event that we organize. It's called Manthan. And Manthan is a business plan presentation competition that is held for all graduate and postgraduate students across the state of Karnataka. It starts with just them asking the students to write one A4 size page concept note about what they would like to do as they go forward in terms of business. Basically, an idea that they have which they would like to see happen. And from that first concept note that they send it to us, when generally we get about 300 to 500 applications across the state, and they're from all kinds of sectors, food processing to garments to engineering to software, across all sectors. From there we conduct knowledge workshops for these students, attach our industry. I mean, as much as you have 21, you said, I think you have 21,000 members in SGCCI. So we have about 4,000 direct members and we have about 3 lakhs indirect members. We get some of our members to mentor each of these students, conduct 3 knowledge workshops where we actually handhold them to go through a business plan. And at the end of the 3 knowledge workshops, they have literally the plan and the product ready. And it's actually a cash prize of 10 lakh rupees that is given to the student, and also provide them a link with a business incubator, so that we've over the past 12 years have incubated quite a number of students who have actually started their business, and some of them who actually have gone out, studied, worked somewhere and have come back to start an enterprise. So a suggestion that SGCCI could also take forward a concept of Manthan moving forward, and I think these are platforms that we look forward to sharing and learning. So with these few words, thank you very much once again for having invited me for this event. And I'll close it by what I would like to say is, you see things as they are and ask why. And this is what George Bernard Shaw said. You see things as they are and ask why. But I, as an entrepreneur, dream of things that never were and ask why not. And that why not makes things happen. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your words of wisdom. It's an honor again, once again, to have you here amongst us. Now I request Dr. Vandana Bhattacharya to share the agenda of this conclave.
आप सबसे कहना चाहूँगी कि 2 दिन के जो कार्यक्रम है उसका थोड़ा विगत मैं आपको दे देती हूँ, तो आप उस सारे सेशंस को अटेंड कीजिए, क्योंकि ये सब गारमेंट इंडस्ट्री और टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री से रिलेटेड सेशंस हैं। हमारे फर्स्ट सेशन में हम फैशन फॉरकास्टिंग की बात करेंगे। अभी जैसे ही इनॉग्रल फंक्शन ख़त्म होगा, हमारे गेस्ट जाएंगे एग्जिबिशन देखने, पर वी विल स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट सेशन, और हमारे जो स्पीकर्स हैं वो लोग मंच पे आ जाएंगे फॉर द फर्स्ट सेशन, जहाँ पे हम फैशन फोरकास्टिंग और पैंटॉन कलर्स, सूरत में कलर मैचिंग के लिए बहुत डिमांड है इंडस्ट्री में, तो कलर्स के बारे में पैंटॉन कंपनी से ही हमने लोगों को बुलाया है जो आपसे बात करेंगे। तो वी हैव मिस कविता गोंडलिया, creative lead research and design women's wear itch next, who will talk about fashion forecasting, and we have Miss Swati Tiwari, Institute of Design and Technology, who will actually talk about Pantone colors. Am I correct? No. Ankita Kothari. I am sorry. Ankita Kothari will be talking, she's from Pantones, and she will be talking about the Pantone colors. After that, we have a session, we have break for lunch. लंच के तुरंत बाद सूरत में स्मॉल यूनिट्स डालने की बहुत डिमांड है। लोग यहाँ पे 1000 मशीन्स की यूनिट नहीं डालना चाहते हैं, लोग चाहते हैं कि छोटे यूनिट 100 मशीन 200 मशीन की यूनिट्स वो डालें। उसके लिए हमने खास वज़ीर कंसल्टेंसी को बुलाया है। उनको हमने कहा है कि हमारे लोगों को ये सुझाव दीजिए कि छोटे यूनिट्स डाल के भी हम सक्सेसफुल यूनिट्स कैसे बन सकेंगे। तो वो उनका पूरा सेशन है। और नवीन साइनानी जी जो अभी मंच पर हैं हमारे गेस्ट के हिसाब से, ही इज़ ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द स्पीकर्स। उनका बहुत बड़ा ब्रांड है फ्रिट्सबर्ग विथ 30 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस। वो डोमेस्टिक तो कपड़ा बेचते ही हैं, अपना जो गारमेंट्स बनाते हैं वो उनको एक्सपोर्ट भी करते हैं, तो वो भी आपको अपना नॉलेज शेयर करेंगे। कल सुबह हमारा जो सेशन है, फर्स्ट सेशन इज़ ऑन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, जिसके बारे में अभी सबके माइंड में बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन मार्क है कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस आने से अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ेगी, इंडस्ट्री हमारे हाथों से चली जाएगी। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। देयर आर लॉट ऑफ बेनिफिट्स ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस ऑल्सो। तो लोग ऐसे आ रहे हैं जो आपको आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड देयर बेनिफिट्स इन द गारमेंट एंड टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री के बारे में बोलेंगे। और फिर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के बारे में हमने तिरुपुर से बुलाया है गारमेंट मंत्रा, विच इज़ अ BSc लिस्टेड कंपनी विथ 35 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस। वहाँ के मिस्टर दीप अग्रवाल एंड मिस्टर श्रीकांत बैनर्जी विल बी कमिंग टू टॉक अबाउट गारमेंट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग। उसमें जो प्रॉब्लम्स हमको आते हैं वो प्रॉब्लम्स के हल कैसे हो सकते हैं उसके बारे में। फिर लंच के लिए ब्रेक होगा और लंच के तुरंत बाद वी विल हैव द किड्स फैशन शो, बच्चों का एक फ़ैशन शो विच इज़ एक्सक्लूसिवली विद द सूरत फैब्रिक। और ये फ़ैशन शो IDT इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ डिज़ाइन एंड टेक्नोलॉजी कर रही है। तो ये हमारे 2 दिन का दिनचर्या रहेगा, उसका मैक्सिमम फ़ायदा आप सब लें। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now it's time for the vote of thanks for this inauguration ceremony, but I request all the audience to please remain seated because soon after this vote of thanks, we are going to start our technical session on fashion forecasting. So I request Shri Nikhil Madrasi, the Honorable Secretary of SGCCI, to present the vote of thanks.
जब मोहब्बत जवान होती है, हर अदा एक जबान होती है, आप जहाँ प्यास से कदम रख लो वो ज़मीन आसमान होती है। તમારા સૌના આગમન થયેલી આ પવિત્ર ભૂમિ ઉપર આપ સૌના આભાર માનવા માટે મારી પાસે કોઈ શબ્દો નથી. At this juncture, I am opening the spillways of my heart while a spontaneous stream of feelings of thanks flows. My first thanks to Madam Uma Reddy ji, Vice President Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for being with us from Bangalore to Surat. So round of applause for Madam Uma ji. હું દરેક વખતે કહીશ ત્યારે તમારે તાળી પાડવાની છે. That is a condition before you. મારી બીજી તાળી આપણા નવીન સૈનાનીજી, જોઈન્ટ સેક્રેટરી ધ ક્લોથિંગ મેન્યુફેક્ચર એસોસિએશન ઓફ ઇન્ડિયા, એક બેંગ્લોરથી આવ્યા, બીજા મુંબઈથી આવ્યા સવારે 5 વાગે નીકળીને, તો એમને માટે એક જોરદાર તાળી. નવીનજી, થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ. ત્રીજા મહેમાન અમદાવાદથી આવ્યા, બેંગ્લોર, મુંબઈ અને હવે અમદાવાદ. That is Arpan Shah, Co-Chairman Textile Task Force GCCI and Senior Vice President GGMA. અર્પણભાઈ, થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ. આપ તો ગુજરાતી છો એટલે ગુજરાતીમાં આપનો આભાર માનું છું. અને તમે પણ 5:30 વાગે નીકળીને આવ્યા છો એટલે લગભગ મુંબઈ અમદાવાદનું બધું સરખું ડિસ્ટન્સ હોય એટલે આપનો પણ ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. હું આભારી છું સૌથી વધારે વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રોનો. આ વિદ્યાર્થીઓ એટલે આપણા દેશનું ભવિષ્ય છે અને આપણું દેશનું ભવિષ્ય જ્યારે અહીંયા કંઈક શીખવા માટે ઉપસ્થિત હોય અને આટલી મોટી સંખ્યામાં ઉપસ્થિત હોય, બધા વિદ્યાર્થીઓ ઊભા થઈ જાવ એટલે અમે સૌ તમારા માટે તાળી પાડી શકીએ. પ્લીઝ સ્ટેન્ડ અપ, ઓલ સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ ઓફ ઓલ ધ 5 ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશન ઓફ ધ એન્ટાયર Surat and South Gujarat. Thank you students for being with us. And this is going to be a very learning 2-day session for all of you. અને અમે ઈચ્છીએ છીએ કે તમે આ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીની અંદર ખૂબ આગળ વધીને નવી નવી ભેટ ધરો. મારી હવે પછીની તાળી ધ ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશન કમિટી લેડ બાય ડૉક્ટર બન્ના ભટ્ટાચાર્ય, અવર એક્ઝિબિશન ચેરપર્સન. મેડમ ઊભા થાવ. બીજલ જરીવાલા, ઓલ એક્ઝિબિશન્સ ચેરમેન, ધ એન્ટાયર ટીમ, ઓર્ગેનાઇઝિંગ ટીમ ઓફ ધીસ ગાર્મેન્ટ એક્સપ્લો, પ્લીઝ સ્ટેન્ડ અપ. દીપકભાઈ શેઠા, આપ પણ ઊભા થજો. અને આ બધા મિત્રોની મહેનતને કારણે આજે આ સુંદર પરિણામ આપણે પ્રાપ્ત કરી શક્યા છે. જોરદાર તાળી તેઓને માટે. અને પછીની તાળી મારા તમામ લેડીઝ વિંગના સભ્યો, વિમેન એન્ટરપ્રેન્યોર્સના સભ્યો, મારા ગ્રુપ ચેરમેન, ચેમ્બરની મેનેજિંગ કમિટીના સભ્યો, આ તમામ મિત્રો જેટલા બી હું નામ બોલી ગયો, ઊભા થઈ જાઓ કે તમારી આટલી હાજરીથી આપણે સૌ આજે આ સુંદર મજાનું પરિણામ પ્રાપ્ત કરી શક્યા છે. વી આર વેરી મચ થેન્કફુલ ટુ ઓલ ઓફ યુ. ધ સ્પીકર્સ જે આપણું હવે એટ્રેક્શન થવાના છે, એમને વિનંતી કરું છું કે તેઓ ઊભા થાય. આ વક્તાઓની પ્રભાવશાળી વાણીથી આપણે આ 2 દિવસ સતત પ્રભાવ પાડવાના છીએ. આપણે આપણી જાત ઉપર આ બધાનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. પ્રેસ, સોશિયલ મીડિયા, આ મિત્રોનો પણ ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. કારણ કે એ લોકો જે અમે અહીંયા આપણે થઈ છે તે જ બતાવે છે અને અમે અહીંયા જે કરીએ છીએ તે જ લખે છે, એ માટે આ બધાનો જ પણ ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. માય એન્ટાયર સ્ટાફ ટીમ લેડ બાય વિરલ, ધરેન્દ્ર પાટીલ, આ બધા જ મિત્રો જે પાછળ દેખાય છે એ લોકોની મહેનત આજે રંગ લાવી છે. આ તમામને પણ આપણે જોરદાર તાળીઓથી વધાવીશું. The marketing team of SGCCI led by Thomas and the entire staff of marketing, they are not here. I think they are busy with their work. So round of applause for them also. તમામ ભૂતપૂર્વ પ્રમુખશ્રીઓ અહીંયા ઉપસ્થિત જેટલા પણ છે, ખાસ કરીને ડૉક્ટર અજય ભટ્ટાચાર્ય, ગ્રુપ ચેરમેન શ્રી દોહેન્દ્રભાઈ કાજીવાલા, આ બધાનો પણ ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનું છું. માનવું છે કે ઓડિયન્સની અંદર મેં બધા માટે તાળી પડાવી લીધી છે એટલે હવે કોઈ તાળી પાડવાની રહેતી નથી. હમ તુમ દોનો, હા હું આવતો હતા એના પર. हम तुम दोनों जब मिल जाएंगे एक नया इतिहास बनाएंगे और अगर हम ना भी मिल पाए तो भी एक नया इतिहास बनाएंगे. एंड द लास्ट अप्लॉज फॉर मैडम अंकिता जी गोयल फॉर द वंडरफुल मास्टर ऑफ सेरेमनी. અને આપ સૌનો આભાર માનીને મારી વાતને સમાપ્ત કરું છું. રમેશભાઈ બોલો. હા હા આવો ને સાહેબ, સ્ટેજ ઇઝ ઓલ યોર્સ.
કોઈ નવા કાર્યનો જ્યારે શુભારંભ થતો હોય ત્યારે વી ઓલવેઝ પ્રે ટુ ગોડ. પ્રાર્થના કરીએ અને ઈશ્વરની સાક્ષીને આપણે આવકારીએ અને વિનંતી કરીએ એવું બનતું હોય અને બનવું જોઈએ, આપણે કરતા હોઈએ છીએ. મને એવું લાગે છે કે આજે આપણું સદભાગ્ય છે કે એ આપોઆપ અને આકસ્મિક એવું કંઈક બન્યું છે કે જેમાં ઈશ્વરની પ્રાર્થના, એનું દીપ પ્રાગટ્ય, એની વંદના આપોઆપ થઈ જાય. આજે તમે જુઓ આપણી વચ્ચે માતૃ સ્વરૂપા મા ઉમિયા ઉપસ્થિત છે. અને મા ઉમિયાની જ્યારે આરાધના કરવાની હોય, પ્રે કરવાની હોય ત્યારે કંઈક ચીજવસ્તુ જોઈએ, આપણે દીપ પ્રાગટ્ય કરીએ અને આપણી સાથે ગિરધર ગોપાલ હોય, ઉપરવાળો હોય તો એ શક્તિ વધી જાય. અને એ તાકાત જ્યારે આપણને આવે ત્યારે ગોવર્ધન ઊંચકવું હોય તો પણ ઊંચકી શકાય. ત્યારે મા ઉમિયાને પ્રાર્થના કરીએ, એમના ચરણોમાં વંદન કરીએ. એ વંદના કરવા માટે આપણી પાસે વંદના છે. એ વંદના કરવી હોય તો દીપનું પ્રાગટ્ય કરવું પડે. એ દીપક પણ આપણી પાસે છે. શેટા આ દીપકનું પ્રાગટ્ય કરી વંદના કરીએ તો મને એવું લાગે છે કે સાચા ભાવથી, નિખાલસ ભાવથી આપણે જ્યારે ઈશ્વરને વંદના કરીએ ત્યારે નાનકડું એક બરફની કણી જેવું હિમાંશુ પણ આપણા હૃદયમાં પ્રગટે તો આપણે અજેય થઈ શકીએ, આપણને કોઈ હરાવી ન શકે. એટલા માટે આપણી વચ્ચે અજોય ભટ્ટાચાર્ય છે. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ.
This is really great.
એક જ મિનિટ મેડમ, હું આભાર વિધિ સમાપ્ત કરું પહેલાં બહુ જ અગત્યની જાહેરાત. બધા પાછળ જરા નજર કરજો. સિટેક્સનું બોર્ડ તમને દેખાય છે, ત્યાં QR કોડ છે. આ સિટેક્સનું એક્ઝિબિશન 6 તારીખથી શરૂ થવાનું છે અને એની અંદર ફ્રી રજિસ્ટ્રેશન અત્યારે છે. 31મી પછી ફ્રી રજિસ્ટ્રેશન નથી, એટલે આ QR કોડથી તમે તમારું ફ્રી રજિસ્ટ્રેશન કરાવી દેજો. એક છેલ્લી એક્સરસાઇઝની સાથે 45 મિનિટ આપણે લઈ જ છીએ, એટલે કોઈ પણ પ્રકારનો બ્રેક નથી લેતા. બધા થોડો હાથ પોતાના આમ ઊંચો કરજો ને જરા. હેલો એવરીવન. હા ચલો, રેડી, કમ ઓન. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Congratulations for joining this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much निखिल जी for energizing us and वो ऊर्जा का संचार करने के लिए हमारी पूरी ऑडियंस के बीच. आप लोग सब अभी यहीं पर अपनी सीट ग्रहण करके रखें, बिकॉज वेरी सून विदाउट एनी गैप हम लोग अपना फर्स्ट टेक्निकल सेशन विच इज़ ऑन फैशन फॉरकास्टिंग ये हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं.